Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings be upon you all. This is Gems of Faith and I'm Nihad. And today's topic actually is on myself. It's about my Hajj experience. MashaAllah, it's coming up to 3 years in October. MashaAllah, and it still feels like yesterday. I'm not going to go into the whole lot of, my whole experience there. That'll be on another video, inshallah. Today it's just I wanted to pick out the importance of Hajj, because I know there's brothers and sisters that are going to Hajj, getting ready for next month, inshallah. First of all, I just wanted to say the invitation from Allah for those that are going is the biggest thing you're ever going to get. To go and do Hajj is the biggest thing you're going to get, mashallah. And it's the biggest blessing. And for those that have made the intention but weren't able to go, may Allah accept your intention, inshallah. I remember when I'd made the intention to go to Hajj, and that was 6 years before I actually was invited to do my Hajj. And I remember I couldn't believe it. And actually people around me couldn't believe it, like me. Hajj is going to do Hajj. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do Hajj. I couldn't believe that I was going to be in, the humble land where all our prophets and the Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam walked. I couldn't believe it. So for the brothers and sisters out there that have made the intention and they've, received the invite to go and do Hajj, inshallah, next month, my advice to you is do your absolute best before you go, before you get there, to make amends with anyone that you may have hurt. Correct your habits, correct your manners, because when you leave here, inshallah, you want to go there, you want to reap every reward you can get there. You want to cleanse yourself from every sin that you've caused, especially on the day of Arafah. SubhanAllah, the day of Arafah. In my head, the day of Arafah is the day that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive, inshallah. So you want to go there before. It's not that you go there and you change. When you've made your intention, you should be changing before getting to Hajj, because Allahu A'lam, only Allah knows if you're ever going to return, if you're actually going to get there. So do your utmost best to improve your character, improve you. Try and I keep going, but I always go back to a list. Write a list of the person that you are now and who you want to be today. And then correct it. If you're not waking up for Fajr and you think you're going to start when you get to Hajj, alhamdulillah, but you should be doing that before. Your salah should be in order. We should work around our salah, not our salah works around us. Like I said, make amends with people that you may believe you've hurt. And if you can't, if the doors are closed, at least you've tried. And this is an opportunity that you may not get again. So you want to make sure that when you've gone and if you return, inshallah, you come back a different person, a better person, the best person you can be. I remember when I left here, I was broken. I couldn't stop crying. I had my husband beside me, and he was happy. It's not that I wasn't happy. I was happy, but I was scared. I was scared because I knew that I was going to face all my nightmares, meaning you as a person, you know what you've done, you know what you've gone through. And it's something that you want to call out to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala there and ask to forgive or to help you. So the whole journey, I remember from leaving my home, leaving my children behind. The hardest thing for me to do was to leave my kids and head, go to do my Hajj. But when I got there, I remember a few sisters saying to me that had done Hajj before me. They said to me, when you see the Kaaba Sharifah, Don't look directly at it. Don't look straight at it. Look at it slowly below, down, then up. And make dua. And the feeling you will get. Now, when sisters say that, I was taken back. But in my head, I was like, is this possible? Isn't the Hajj going to be standing in front of the Kaaba Sharifah? It was something, even though I knew I had the invitation, I couldn't see myself there because I kept thinking, me and the Hajj is going to do Hajj. It didn't sink in my head. I remember when I walked in to Mecca, to the mosque, and my husband was holding me on my right side. He was my mahram. And as on the side, I could see something black, but I didn't want to look at it. And then I walked down some steps, and I was crying even before I got to say anything. It's just the feeling, subhanAllah, the feeling is, I can't even explain it. And the people, subhanAllah, millions of people. The shoving and pushing, that didn't worry me. I knew where I wanted to do, and I knew where I was heading, and I just was eager to see. So as I walked down the steps, subhanAllah, and then I heard the sister say, "Sister, the Kaaba is in front of you." I looked down and I looked up slowly, and I was making dua, and I couldn't stop crying. It's the most beautiful thing anyone will ever see. Subhanallah. I was looking at the Kaaba Sharifah, the place that we direct our prayer mat 5 times a day, subhanallah. I forgot everything. Everyone I forgot. And I felt an immediate connection. So brothers and sisters, when you go and you see the Kaaba Sharif for the first time, take your time. It's not a race, take your time. And reap all the blessings of Hajj. Through the hardship, it doesn't matter. There is nothing that when I look back at my Hajj, there's nothing in all the hardship I went through. There's a purpose. Hajj is not meant to be easy. It's not meant to be sitting in a 5-star hotel, sleeping in our bed. It's there just for us to return. Our ibadah is at the masjid, it's at the mosque. It's to stay humble, to try and stay as pure as you can, isn't easy. When all in our lifetime we've been left to ourselves to do what we want. But for our Hajj to be accepted, we have to stay as pious as possible. And when you have your ihram on, for brothers and for sisters, and you cross the maqat, the place where it starts, when the talabiyah starts to get announced, you're in a state that you're supposed to be the most purest. But for me, I did it before I put my ihram on. I did it before because I knew I needed practice. So I started from home. It wasn't easy. I'm not going to say it's easy. And no one told me to do that. It was just my self-training because I knew that I had things that I needed to clear before I got onto that journey. It's a journey that you only get once in a lifetime, brothers and sisters. And I could talk about Hajj all day because so much beautiful things happened to me when I was out there, subhanAllah. It wasn't the easiest thing, but I would do it again. What matters is how you come back, inshallah. If you came back the person that you left to go to Hajj, then what's Hajj all about? If you're coming back the exact same person. You're meant to come back with, I don't know, I suppose your character's changed. You're more humble, I don't know, everyone is different. For me, I was more aware of my own actions, not of anyone else's, my own. And my goal was higher, to get to a better place, to make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala happier with me. Now, it's never always like that. You will have your lows. I have my low days. Sisters probably think out there, I only had, it isn't easy. It isn't. But I know what my goal is. Your shaitan will continue to battle you. He'll continue to fight you. He wants to bring you down. You know, he promised that he will fill the hells with us. But as long as you pick yourself up, and when you fall, you don't fall so low that it's hard for you to get back. So, mashallah, you are blessed. For every brother and sister that is going to Hajj today, tomorrow, next week, next month, you are blessed. This is an opportunity, an open opportunity. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving you a personal invitation for you to go and get closer to him. So there is no reason for you not to come back better. You're not doing it for your husband or your wife, you're doing it for yourself. For every pilgrim that's doing Hajj, you're doing it for yourself. Even if you think you're going to support your mum, your father, you're doing it for you. Just like she sees the Kaaba Sharifah, just like she does her tawaf, just like she does her Safa Marwa, Arafah, so are you. Grab this opportunity. Make plenty of dua. The whole day is full of du'as for you. The heavens is open to receive your du'as. And make the intention that you will come back better, inshallah. Every day when you're in Hajj, or every day before you get to Hajj. Even Medina, subhanallah, the mosque, the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, his mosque is beautiful. Go to the Rawdah. Go pray your salah there. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But I will, I'll break down my journey through Medina and Mecca, inshallah, like I said, in another video. But so may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless your Hajj, inshallah. And only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will only give you what you can take. And subhanallah, he's invited you. He's invited you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving you an invitation to the call, to his call. So brothers and sisters, may your Hajj be accepted, inshallah. And please stay blessed, look after yourselves, and please remember me in your du'as. And Hajj Mubarak. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings be upon you all. Bye for now.